X-ASMR presents. Hello, my friend. I want to invite you for a walk. In space. Now you are on board of the safest and most high-tech intergalactic spaceship. We are in the orbit of the Earth, and after a few seconds we will get into open space. I will be your guide in this safest, fastest, and entertaining tour of outer space. 3, 2, 1, launch. Goodbye. See you soon. The moon is romantic and mysterious. It accompanies us to a dreaming state every night. So today the moon sees us off for a long night walk in space. Space rendezvous. And now we make a small leap to Venus, the goddess of love, the morning star, the earth that gets up in the east, escorts the day to the west. This is the brightest object of the solar system after the sun, of course. And we are approached by the planet, diminished in size and scorched by the sun. Mercury, iron ball with a thin stone layer, very heavy planet for its size. Mercury is the patron of travelers, traders, and all who take risks, getting as close as possible to the sun. Oh, this comet came too close to the sun. Heat melts its ice from the inside. This icy stone is covered with geysers of steam and dust. The frozen heart of the comet melts, forming a tail. Let's go in the opposite direction, and on the way we made a red planet. neighbor of the Earth, Mars. Mars was the first planet studied by the inhabitants of the Earth as an opportunity to create a colony as a sideline for the mankind evolution. Mars is a changing planet. So, this question is still at the development stage. For the sake of excitement and sensation of high-speed flight, the captain suggests passing through asteroid belt. Okay. Your nerves. Oh, the main thing is that it shouldn't last too long. We are approaching Jupiter. This is the largest planet in the solar system. 1,000 times larger than the Earth. Can accommodate all the planets at once. The gas giant. In Greek, Zeus is the king of gods, the god of the whole sky. And Venus, this planet, is the most visible to the naked eye from the Earth. Remarkable formation in the atmosphere of Jupiter is the Great Red Spot, a giant star. Let's consider one more thing. Europe is the sixth moon of Jupiter, the smallest of the four Galilean moons. It was found by Galileo Galilei, probably Simon Marius at the same time. The surface consists of ice and is one of the smoothest in the solar system. There are very few craters on it, but many cracks. Interesting features of Europe, especially the possibility of detecting extraterrestrial life, led to a number of studies of the satellite. And we go further. I often dreamed of this planet as a child. These fantastic rings seemed magical to me. Saturn the second largest gas giant, the god of agriculture. And the system of rings consisted mainly of ice particles, glitters, jewel, in the solar system. I could stay here alone to watch the seductively attractive Saturn, but let's move on, my friend. We are moving away. Hence, is no longer visible. Now we are already at the outer edge of the solar system. Uranus is named so because of its axis, overturned by wandering planet. Defeated by his son, protector of the sky and the jealous husband of the goddess of the earth, Gaia. The name of Uranus should be translated as rain giver. Let's go down to the very, very bottom of our solar system, to the sea king god Neptune. Blue guardian planet Neptune, the third largest ice giant, protects not only the coasts of the space vastness, but the whole ocean of a really precious diamond fluid in its blue bowels. Someday, pirates of the new era will get to this treasure starch. Goodbye, solar system. The border zone is full of stones and ice spheres. One of them is the dwarf Pluto, and beside him are the Plutids, or ice dwarfs fly. And here is the most recently discovered trans-Neptune object named Sedna. It was named after Eskimo goddess of sea animals, Sedna. Sedna has an exceptionally long and elongated orbit, taking approximately 11,400 years to complete it, a distant point of closest approach to the sun. Are you worried? Wasn't it you who wanted to look into the depth of space? The bigger half of the tour is behind, but it's only if you measure by the time that you feel. We are sailing along the cloudy river of cosmic icebergs, almost at the most important source of water in space. Where now are there billions of stars and planets with moons ahead? Let's make a hyper jump and finally look outside. Yeah! The first step, the huge world of is the Alpha Centauri system. Instead of one, there are 3 stars side by side. The largest Alpha Centauri A is called Rigel Centaurus, which is romanization of the Arabic name meaning food of the center. Is 4 light years away from the Earth, so loved in the past by science fiction writers. And 10 light years is Epsilon Eridani star. The relatively new name of the star is Ran, in honor of the character of Old Norse mythology, the sea giant, raising waves and catch sailors with a net. Rings of dust and ice scattered around really remind the fishing net. And inside this cloud right now new planets are born from small and large fragments like a fish. This is the planetary system of the star Gliese 581. This star is a red dwarf located in the constellation of Libra, located 20 light years from Earth. It became widely known when, for a certain time, it was believed to have in orbits around several planets conditionally suitable for life. Here is one of these planets. Doesn't it really look like our Earth? It's because this planet is located at the correct distance from its sun. Not too hot, not too cold. Yes, intelligent beings can exist whatever a man hasn't been yet. And this giant gas planet is called Bellerophon, in honor of a Greek hero who had wing towers. Pegasus. It's 150 times larger than the Earth and mostly consists of hydrogen and helium. Bellerophon is roasted by star up to 1,000 degrees Celsius, which generates a wind reaching the speed of 1,000 kilometers per hour. The highest temperatures allow the iron contained in the planet to evaporate. When iron fumes rise, they form clouds of iron. These twin stars have the same name, Algol on demonic star. At a distance of almost 100 light years from the Earth, the constellation Perseus. Two stars with relatively fast rotation alternately partially eclipse each other, which causes the effect of variability. Such rapid eclipses of the star caused demonic association in antiquity. In the image of the constellation Perseus, Algol was portrayed as the witching eye of Medusa's severed head. And here it is, the Milky Way, so deep, where you haven't been yet, isn't it? Every star is a book with its own story. Seven sisters, seven sisters, seven sisters on Pleiades. That's how the stars cluster in the constellation of Taurus is called. In Greek, ancient Greek mythology, these are daughters of Atlanta, the Titan, holding the firmament on his shoulders is a super giant battle chess. And this is not a star, not a planet. This is a phantom, the Orion Nebula, clouds of gas and dust, like opaque curtains, very dense, very catching in the depths of the fog. New stars are born, such as our sun, but first in miniature, waiting for their explosive group. The Orion Nebula is a factory of stars. Starry maternity ward. So beautiful. We are watching the birth of the future universe. the fog will not dissipate thousands of years because there is no wind. Everything stiffens in a single picture. A masterpiece, isn't it? And what does this dark figure look like? What do you think? We watch the birth of stars, but what happens with the stars after their death? Growing clouds hanging in the space around what once used to be a star like our sun. Only these brightly colored gases are left of it. Elements formed due to fusion of nuclei deep inside the star and released after its death. Green and violet, hydrogen and helium, raw materials of the universe. Red and blue, nitrogen and oxygen, building blocks of life on Earth. In order to make it possible for us to live on Earth, to move and to breathe, our stars to die long before the appearance of our universe to form the necessary elements in the synthesis of nuclei during their last deadly explosions. And in the center is the ghost of a star. It's a white dwarf, small but incredibly dense and very hot. A teaspoon of this substance will weigh 1 ton. It is the memory of gone universes, like the soul of the star. have watched a calligraphic excursion reflecting the level of the first observation of the Earth dwellings universe 5,000 terrestrial years before the emergence of the Intergalactic Alliance. Dear passengers of the cruise spacecraft of Transgalactic Space Lines Company, those who wish can use anabiosis mode in your cabins. It's 1.5 light years left till the next station, and I, your guide and stewardess Sarah, say goodbye to you. I'll see you shortly before arriving at the next station of South Zalon direction.